Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Project Management for the Unofficial Project Manager, a guide that comes to the rescue for many who find themselves managing projects without any formal training in the field. Written by Kory Kogon, Suzette Blakemore, and James Wood, this book offers a treasure trove of insights for leading projects successfully by blending inspiring leadership with proven project management strategies. The authors, all affiliated with the influential FranklinCovey organization, bring a rich background in leadership and productivity to the table. Kory Kogon, as a vice president and global practice leader for productivity, along with Suzette Blakemore and James Wood, who have extensive experience in coaching and leadership, unpack essential skills that can greatly enhance the likelihood of your project's success. This book is ideal for employees who suddenly find themselves in charge of a project, individuals who have faced challenges with project management before, and anyone eager to excellently lead a current or upcoming project. Through Project March on the Unofficial Project Manager, you'll learn the critical components of effective project leadership, even if it's your first venture into this arena. So, whether you're improvising through unexpected leadership duties or looking to refine your project management skills, this episode will equip you with the knowledge you need to shine in your role. Project Management for the Unofficial Project Manager, a FranklinCovey Title. Introduction. Discover the essentials of project management, even without the official title. In today, our workplace thrives on projects. From technological upgrades to business renovations, projects are not just common, they are integral. Every project shares fundamental characteristics. It starts, it ends, and it aims to create something innovative. Yet, despite how crucial projects are, very few people engaged in these initiatives are trained project managers. This scenario leaves many assuming the mantle of project management inadvertently, often leading to projects that exceed budgets, miss deadlines, or fail to meet their initial objectives. Studies even indicate that nearly half of all projects don't achieve their expected outcomes. For those caught in these challenging situations, stress levels can skyrocket. That's why resources like Project Management for the Unofficial Project Manager by James Wood, Kory Kogon, and Suzette Blakemore are invaluable. This guide is tailored for the accidental project manager. You don't need a formal background in project management to steer a successful project. This guide introduces a pragmatic 5-step process to help ensure your projects not only survive but thrive. In this guide, you'll uncover inspirational insights from Martin Luther King Jr. KSS leadership, learn strategies for recovering from project setbacks, and explore how seemingly small errors, like a misunderstanding about two pickles, can lead to large financial mishaps. This offering aims to equip you with the tools to lead projects effectively, ensuring they conclude successfully without the official title of a project manager. Part 1. Unlock your leadership potential in project management. In the realm of modern work, successful project management transcends mere technical skills. It hinges significantly on your prowess as a leader. Effective leadership forms the cornerstone of project execution, and gaining your team's commitment relies more on personal influence than any formal title. Take Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr. as prime examples. Their leadership wasn't derived from official titles, but from their exceptional character and ability to inspire millions. While you may not lead a civil rights movement, applying similar principles of leadership can inspire your project team to deliver their utmost. The authors of Project Management for the Unofficial Project Manager present 4 essential leadership behaviors that anyone overseeing a project should embody to ensure success. These are foundational before diving into the tactical stages of project management. First and foremost is the practice of showing respect. Effective leaders elevate their respect for the team, particularly when under pressure. Simple acts like arranging for lunch during crunch times can cultivate immense goodwill and motivation. Second, adopting a listen first, speak second approach is crucial, especially when deadlines loom. While it might seem counterintuitive to slow down and listen during hectic periods, this approach often expedites processes because it fosters respect and cooperation rather than diminishing team morale. Third, clarifying expectations is critical. Many project leaders communicate what needs to be done without demonstrating how individual tasks align with the overall project goals. By contextualizing tasks within the bigger picture, you reinforce the value of each team member's contributions, enhancing their engagement and motivation. Lastly, practicing accountability is vital. It's about setting an example, being punctual, meeting commitments, and treating others as you would like to be treated. Your behavior sets the standard for the team, fostering a culture of responsibility and respect. These four leadership behaviors are more than just strategies. They are the foundations that grant you the informal authority necessary to lead your projects to success. With these principles in place, you can confidently move forward to the technical phases of project management, starting with project initiation. Let's explore this next crucial step. Part 2: Setting the stage for successful projects. Launching a project on the right foot is as crucial as the execution itself. Many projects falter right from the outset, akin to a plane slightly off course that ends up miles from its intended destination. To grasp the essence of an effective project initiation, let's delve into Eve's journey as an emerging project manager. Even working as a nurse at a Brazilian hospital, Eve noticed a disturbing rise in hospital-acquired infections, HAIs. Recognizing the severity of the issue, she sits down with the hospital administrator to discuss potential interventions. The administrator proposes that Eve lead a project to tackle the HAI crisis, setting the stage for her unplanned venture into project management. The pivot point in any project initiation is stakeholder identification. It is imperative to recognize everyone who has a stake in the project's outcomes, encompassing both direct participants and those indirectly affected. For Eve, this group includes not only her fellow healthcare providers like doctors and administrators, but also ancillary staff such as financial analysts. With stakeholders identified, the next critical step involves engaging them directly through interviews. This process aims to gather insights about their perceptions, expectations, and any pertinent information related to the project. Eve organizes a group interview where challenging discussions arise, such as pushback from a doctor who believes the HAI rates are standard for the region. Rather than disputing the claim, Eve acknowledges the doctor's viewpoint, reinforcing the respect crucial in leadership. These stakeholder interviews unveil crucial insights. Many stakeholders were unaware of the escalating HAI rates, and Eve discovers the significant financial strain these infections impose on the hospital. Endowed with a clearer understanding and shared awareness among stakeholders, Eve not only garners necessary support, but arms herself with vital information to proceed confidently to the next phase of project management: planning. This initiative sets a collaborative tone, ensuring that the foundation of the project is solid before moving forward. With everyone informed and aligned, the groundwork is laid for concerted efforts toward reducing HAIs in the hospital. Part 3: Mapping out the roadmap to project success. Crafting a strategic plan for your project involves more than just plotting deliverables and timelines. It's critical to first tackle potential obstacles, identifying and strategizing around the risks that could derail your efforts. Addressing these risks upfront with your team not only prepares you for challenges, but also fortifies your project's foundation. Consider a scenario where your company is navigating a complex office relocation. One of the primary concerns raised during your risk assessment sessions might be the lack of sufficient housing at the new site. Recognizing this risk early, you prepare for the possibility by arranging temporary accommodations, such as hotel stays, ensuring team stability during the transition. With a clear understanding of the major hazards and contingencies in place, you're now ready to outline what success looks like for your project, the deliverables. In the context of your company's relocation, this could encompass securing housing for staff, managing relocation budgets, and organizing site visits to facilitate the transition. Next, break these broad goals into actionable steps. A dynamic, collaborative approach works well here. Gather your team and distribute stacks of post-it notes. Task each member with brainstorming the specific tasks needed to achieve each deliverable. For example, under a deliverable like securing housing, team members might list actions such as liaising with real estate agents or scouting neighborhoods for optimal commuting routes. Once your team has generated a comprehensive list of activities, it's time to weave these into a coherent schedule. Determine the sequence of these tasks, paying special attention to critical activities whose delay could impact the entire project timeline. Consider assigning your most reliable team members to these pivotal tasks to mitigate risks of delays. This approach, starting with risk identification, then defining deliverables, and subsequently detailing the required actions, ensures a robust plan. By methodically structuring your project this way, you lay down a blueprint that not only anticipates challenges, but also provides clear steps toward achieving your project goals. Part 4. Driving your project from plans to reality. Once the groundwork of initiating and planning your project is securely laid, you move into the realm of execution, the stage where visions begin to materialize through concrete actions. This phase critically tests one of the core leadership behaviors vital for maintaining the momentum of any successful project: accountability. Accountability often conjures notions of performance evaluations or fault finding, but in the sphere of project execution, it should be viewed as a constructive element. It's about holding yourself responsible, thus upholding the trust of your team. This commitment not only reinforces your credibility, but also bolsters your informal authority, pivotal for navigating through the project's life cycle. However, even the most diligent project managers can encounter setbacks. Missing deadlines or deviating from the plan isn't uncommon, and it's how you handle these discrepancies that defines your leadership. Instead of letting such instances undermine the project, proactive measures like regular team accountability sessions can turn potential obstacles into opportunities for recalibration. Imagine a scenario where you're trailing behind on a critical task. In this case, holding a 30-minute weekly meeting provides a platform for transparency and collaborative problem solving. During these sessions, each team member, including yourself, discusses their current status, upcoming targets, and any hurdles they're facing. This structured check-in not only facilitates early detection of issues, but also fosters a supportive environment where team members can offer insights or assistance to colleagues in need. For instance, if you acknowledge slipping on a task, this candid admission can invite solutions, help from peers managing their own tasks efficiently, or simply collective brainstorming for tactical readjustment. By embedding accountability as a positive and dynamic component of project execution, you not only keep the project on track, but also enhance team cohesion and resilience, ensuring that every phase of the project is informed by collective commitment and mutual support. Part 5. Navigating the challenges of scope creep. During the execution of any project, the dual process of monitoring and controlling becomes essential. Among the various pitfalls a project manager must vigilantly guard against, scope creep is perhaps the most insidious. It's where the project's requirements start to expand beyond the initially agreed parameters, often subtly at first, then dramatically consuming resources and altering project outcomes. Imagine you're dealing with a seemingly minor home improvement. replacing a few broken bathroom tiles. Yet, what starts as a small fix can spiral into a complete kitchen and bathroom overhaul if the scope isn't carefully managed. This scenario illustrates how swiftly and significantly scope creep can affect a project, transforming a modest expense into a massive financial commitment. This expansive nature of scope creep showcases the critical need for project managers to balance adaptability with restraint. It's expected that projects will evolve due to external changes or innovative suggestions from team members. However, deciding which changes to accept and which to resist requires a delicate balance. Consider Terry managing a marketing project for a fast food chain. The project's straightforward goal, to advertise their menu on billboards, takes a twist when a vice president suggests increasing the number of pickles shown in burger advertisements from 1 to 3. While seemingly trivial, implementing this change company-wide on all marketing materials could inflate costs dramatically. Faced with potential scope creep, Terry and his team conduct a thorough analysis. They examine how the change would impact the project timeline, costs, and overall marketing effectiveness. When they present their findings, the vice president is surprised to learn that the cost of his suggestion could reach $50,000, with minimal impact on consumer perception. This realization leads to a dual victory. The vice president retracts his suggestion, maintaining the project's original scope, and an organizational policy change is enacted to reduce unilateral decisions that could lead to scope creep in the future. Through this example, we see the importance of continuously monitoring and controlling the project scope. Project managers must weigh the benefits of each proposed modification against the risks of expanding scope, ensuring that changes enhance rather than derail the original project objectives. Effective management of this balance is a key component in steering projects to successful conclusions without succumbing to the challenges of scope creep. Part 6. Sealing your project with a successful closure. Reaching the end of a project presents a critical opportunity to close it with the same strategic and structured approach as it began. The phase of closing is not merely an administrative checkpoint, but a crucial segment of project management that underscores the achievement and learning of the entire project team. As you approach the project's conclusion, reconvening with the stakeholders is vital. This final meeting serves as a platform to evaluate if the project's objectives were met and whether the outcome satisfied all parties involved. It's also a moment to reflect openly on the project's trajectory, acknowledging successes and dissecting shortfalls. However, transcending mere discussion of outcomes, the most invaluable aspect of this meeting is the solicitation of feedback. Engaging in a frank exchange about what could be improved paves the way for tangible growth and enhanced performance in future endeavors. Gathering insights on what worked well and what didn't helps in sculpting a more adept project management approach. Equally important is conducting a reflective session with your project team. It's crucial to approach this with a spirit of respect and collaboration, particularly if the project didn't yield the expected results. Instead of assigning blame, focus on what can be learned from the experience. Maintaining a constructive outlook helps in fostering a culture of transparency and continuous improvement among your team members. Should your project culminate successfully, embracing a celebratory closure recognizes and rewards the team's hard work. While informal gatherings and treats like pizza are enjoyable, personalized expressions of appreciation, such as handwritten notes, can leave a lasting impact. These gestures not only celebrate the current success, but also motivate and inspire team members for future projects. Adhering to these practices not only augments the likelihood of a project's success, but also ensures that the project closure reinforces team cohesion, acknowledges individual and collective contributions, and sets a precedent of learning and improvement for future projects. Final summary. As we navigate through our professional environments today, many find themselves stepping into the roles of project managers, albeit unofficially. The journey of project management extends beyond just possessing technical skills. It fundamentally hinges on effective leadership. Great project managers distinguish themselves through their ability to inspire and guide their teams, irrespective of conventional authority derived from titles. The cornerstone of inspiring leadership is built on four pivotal behaviors: demonstrating unyielding respect, prioritizing listening over speaking, elucidating expectations clearly, and upholding stringent accountability. These traits enable leaders to command informal authority, fostering an environment of trust and motivation. Mastering leadership paves the way to proficiently navigate through the five critical process groups essential for any project: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closure. Each stage is integral, from setting the ground during initiation, strategizing around potential risks in planning, diligently executing the plan, to consistently monitoring the outcomes to prevent scope creep, and ultimately, bringing the project to a successful close. A crucial part of closing any project, successful or otherwise, is to engage in reflective discussions with both stakeholders and project teams. This not only provides an opportunity to celebrate successes and learn from challenges, but also sets a precedent for continuous improvement in future projects. Through this cyclic learning and application of effective leadership and project management principles, one can significantly boost their chances of success in any project endeavor. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.